Hello everyone, it's Ozzy Tilbury here. So, Facebook ads seems to be a very difficult topic for business owners, and especially home improvement business owners. There seems to be a lot of misconceptions and false beliefs about the topic. So in this video, I'm going to break down how you can use Facebook ads and social media ads to potentially benefit your business, generate more leads, generate more work. And if you're a complete beginner and you have no background knowledge in online marketing, we're going to break it down step by step. So don't feel that you haven't got the capabilities to do it, because this is we're going to show you every step of the way. We're going to show you all the softwares that we use and potentially you could use also. So if you want to add potentially 30 to 50k to monthly revenue to your business, watch this video, potentially install it, and you can just stick around for 30 minutes. If you've got any questions after, shoot me a DM on Instagram and I'll be happy to respond. Right, so as I mentioned previously, this video is going to be slightly long, but it's going to show you how to create your own Facebook ads and how you can generate your own steady income of unique leads and target affluent areas and people who want to buy into your services. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create your own business settings account and business manager account, and you want to go to your business settings and go into create ad account and create an ad account. It will look something like this. You also need to add a payment method, but obviously I'm not going to show you how to do that because that's fairly simple. But we're going to go on to the create ad, very simple. And as it loads up, you'll get these different objectives, right? And the objective that we want is leads, because we want more leads for our business, right? So you're going to click continue, and all this is doing is letting Facebook know what you want, right? Because you don't want traffic to your website. If you want traffic, it's going to show your ad to different people. But if you want leads, Facebook is going to show your ad to people who are interested in the services that you provide. So campaign setup, you're going to want to do manual leads campaign. You want to do it manually. You don't really want to do it. You don't want to let Facebook do it for you, because they're going to set up all sorts of things and basically ruin your budget. So you're going to get faced with this, and don't get overwhelmed by this because I'm going to walk you through it. So just follow this tutorial and you'll be all good. So name your campaign. So if your business is called foresting or something, just put that there. It doesn't matter too much. You just make sure you name it. So for testing purposes, categories, you're not going to need to declare any categories. Buying type, leave this as auction. Campaign objective, leads, leave that. You don't really want to touch the campaign. So on the left now, you'll see new leads ad set. You're going to want to click into that. Now once this loads up, you're going to want to select instant forms. Now the reason we're doing instant forms is because unless you have a website and you are able to create a landing page, which we do for our clients, we use external landing pages and we send the traffic to there. But because you just want leads, you want to generate basic leads for your business, we're going to use instant forms for this video. Yeah, so you're going to want instant forms, right? And you obviously want to select your Facebook page. So at the moment it's on our Facebook page, Fetchio, and just leave it on Facebook instant forms. And performance goal, you can just leave this as a maximum number of leads. You can kind of ignore these optimizations. They basically just want to kind of help their users out as much as possible. But this is for people who have zero understanding of what they're doing. Cost per result, leave this. Don't change any of these options. Dynamic creative. Now this is for running numerous different creatives, and it can kind of experiment automatically and optimize it for the audience. But you don't really want to do that if you want to run basic ads. So your budget and your schedule, right? Now, if you're wanting to run these ads for, depending on what your cost per lead you're wanting it to be and how long the campaign to run for, that's how you're going to optimize your budget. So this is a daily budget, right? So if you're wanting to spend £600 a month, you obviously want to be spending £20 a day. And if you follow this tutorial, you could probably be expecting 2 to 3 leads every day with a £20 budget, and we'll move down, and also you can just monitor your start date. So audience controls, right? This is where you choose who you want to target. I wouldn't go extremely deep into this, and this is because Facebook do a lot of work nowadays. They're a lot different. It's a lot easier than what it used to be. And obviously you're going to want to change your minimum age. And if you're targeting people who are homeowners and own a house, own a property, what you want to do is you just want to look in your area, the average age of a homeowner, right? And then you want to put that in minimum age, because you can't, now they've changed it and you can't target an age range directly. So let's just say let me change this audience option. Sorry, we need to change the audience option first, the original audience, right? So you'll now be faced with these, right? It's fairly simple. So as I mentioned, you're going to want to change this to the audience of the average age of a homeowner. So let's say it's 38 in your area, and demographics, just leave these like I mentioned. We're not going to target hugely in detail because Facebook do a lot of the work for you. Now area wise, you just want to click edit on this option here and just click browse, right? And this is where you edit the target, the area that you want to target, okay? So you just want to click X on United Kingdom, because you're not, if you're a local business, you're not going to be able to service the whole of the United Kingdom. Let's say you're based in Birmingham. Right, so now you're faced with a pin, right, almost a pin drop. let's say you only want to go out of a 16-kilometer radius, you want to keep it like that. However, if you've got more of a larger team and you can go a little bit bigger than that, we can change that to 25, 25. So now you're obviously showing this ad to everyone in this pin drop, right? And on the right, you can see estimated audience size. So your ad will be shown to 1.5 million people in total, and that's the total amount of people it can be shown to. And this is obviously fairly simple. If you want to target more, you can drop more pins and obviously target smaller areas of the radius and make the radius smaller, but like I mentioned, at the moment, we're not going to be doing that. Now, placements. This is where a lot of people get this wrong, right? They leave it to Facebook. They say, okay, Facebook are very smart about this. So the way Facebook charge you is per impressions, right? So what Advantage Placements does is it places your ad in every single possible placement possible. So this is Instagram stories, Messenger stories, Explore page, very random places, right? And with what I found, it's never the right thing to turn this on. So you're going to click edit and you want to click manual placements. Now, the best place to put your ads is obviously Facebook and Instagram, right? So you want to just switch off audience network, and at the bottom you're faced with all these different placements, right? So at the moment, Facebook have put it in search results, in-stream, and stories and feeds, right? So we're going to turn off search results because it just never generates any traction from my experience. And we're also going to turn off in-stream ads, right? So now we're faced with feeds, and we've got all of these feeds, right? So we're going to turn off Business Explore, Explore Home, Instagram Explore, because we're not wanting it at the home, it might take a while, right? We're going to keep it on feeds, and we're going to turn it off Marketplace. We're going to turn it off Profile Feed, and we're going to turn off video feeds. So now what we're left with here is Instagram feed and Facebook feed. And this is the best place to keep your ad and the cheapest way to efficiently put your ad in different places, right? Because in my experience, people only buy from the feed. They don't buy from Instagram Explore or Messenger Inbox or different places like that. Now, stories and reels, this is completely up to you. If you're running a video ad, I would strongly advise that you use the stories and reel option because, people are seeing it, right? But if you're not running a video ad or you're just running a short collage, I wouldn't advise it, right? So I'm going to turn off Reels because in this one we're going to do a collage for our ads. So we're not going to have stories on. But like I mentioned, if you want to run ads for videos, I would advise you do put this in stories and Reels. So we're not going to change any of these. We're going to keep this all the same. Right, so now we come into the ad section, right? Now the ad section is where you create your creative for your ad, the copy, and things like that, right? So we're going to use single image, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to go into a website called Canva. And what Canva is, it's a design website. So we're going to go onto Facebook post here, and it's just going to load up. This is the correct aspect ratio for a Facebook post, and that's obviously what we're going to be using for our ad. So all these measurements are the same and perfect for a Facebook ad. So this is just going to load up, right? Now, what you need to use on your home improvement ads is pictures of the work you've previously completed, and obviously we want this to be work that's been previously created of high quality, and the pictures are high quality. It's no good using stock images or low quality images because that doesn't put you in a place of value, almost takes apart your value and leaves you in a poor position. So what you're going to do is obviously, like I mentioned, upload some images and I'll get back to you when I've created that. Right, so what I've come up with here is I'm using stock images at the moment because I don't obviously want to use any of my clients' images. So here we've got some stock images, right? And what I've done is I've collaged them into one. And these are obviously images of the best kitchens and the best bathrooms and the high-end pictures. And this is what you want to be using. You obviously want to place your logo here. I've just placed that here. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you want to upload this to Facebook, and I want to show you how now. Right, so I have now uploaded this image to Facebook, right? And what you're going to want to do is you're going to click add media, crop, and obviously we're going to crop it to the original. We don't want to use recommended because that obviously cuts out what we've got on the picture. And then we're going to want to click next and let this load. And now Facebook try and help you out again. They're going to give you this Advantage Creative. And what we're going to do is we're going to ignore it because Facebook, they're not the smartest here. So we're going to turn off music because some of the music they put on it is really not the best. Relevant comments we're actually going to keep on because that's the only smart part and the only thing that I like about Advantage Creative, because as you can see here, they try and do headlines which don't look very pleasing. So we're just going to click done and upload that. Now this might take a minute. It basically what Facebook have to do, they have to verify the image and make sure there's no profanity on the image. So now look, we've got the image on the right, and the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to create some ad copy for our ad, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So here I've created some framework which you guys can follow, and I'm going to link this in the description, and this is the actual framework and actual ad copy that we use for our clients. And obviously I've blurred out and gotten rid of the company name and obviously things that you guys can change. The copy one is the exact copy we use for our renovation clients, right? So you can steal this completely and kind of cut us out, right? So I just want to give you some reasoning of why we use it. This is kind of the hook ready to expand, and we kind of go down a little bit more, and we kind of create urgency. So we're looking out for 10 homeowners in the target location who are ready to embark on their journey, and we want to offer you a completely free design for your project. Kind of then explain what you guys do, house extensions, loft conversions, kitchen renovations, right? And then you want to use your call to action of apply now to kind of bring them in, and what they're going to do, that apply now is going to bring them to the form that we're going to create in a minute. Now, the copy number 2 is I want you guys to be a little more creative with. So the pain point, the call to action, and I want you to start this with the hook of the benefit of the service and kind of turn it into a question. So, are you sick and tired of not having enough space in your home? And then move forward and down again. Give your home the space you feel that it desires, and kind of keep pulling on those pain points of your prospects. And then the call to action, like I mentioned, the get quote button will be them clicking that button and being redirected to the form where they fill it in. So we're going to copy this and we're going to put this in our ad, put this in primary text, and you can also add different text options. So you can add the other option, the one we created earlier. I'm not going to do that because it's no need. We're not actually launching these. But what this does is if you put 3 or 4 primary texts, give it different options, what Facebook will do, they'll test it and find out which one's best, and they'll kind of keep pushing that one. Now the headline is what goes at the bottom here. So start your journey here. Start your transformative journey here, right? So this goes at the bottom here. We're not going to do a description. We never do a description. It never works, right? So the call to action. Now this is very important. Now it does require a little bit of testing, and the 3 best that I find work are get quote, great one, book now, and learn more. So the call to action you obviously will have to change every time. This changes the button here, but we're going to start with get quote, right? And the reason I like this one is because the prospect believes if they click the button, they're going to get an immediate quote. And obviously people want to see numbers first. So let's say we've done the ad, everything's created now. What we've got to do now is create a lead form, right? So you're going to click create form on the bottom. And what this is where your data is captured. So how you do it is you obviously name it. Let's just call it lead form 1, right? And we're going to do more volume because we want a more volume of leads, right? I'm going to have this image of the ad. We're not going to do a headline, so we're going to remove the greeting, sorry. And you want to go to questions. Now, questions. What do you need to know about your prospect before you call them, visit the property? That's what you need to include here. So the email, full name, potentially the postcode. Let's just put postcode here, so they have to put in their postcode just so that they're in your area. We can also add a different question, and such as we can add custom questions. Now custom questions if you want to qualify the prospect further before you get on the phone with them. Now I advise you do this if you need to know a lot about the prospect, but if you just want a high intent of leads and a high number of leads, don't use a custom question. Just get their contact information, call them on the phone, and discuss the project a little bit further from there. Now privacy, you do need to link it to your website, your privacy policy, so Facebook understand that you're not doing anything illegal. And on the completion side, you just put thank you, you're all set. You can visit our website or exit the form now. And the call to action, we can call you or they can visit your website. I'd advise you just click visit your website. It just builds up your social proof when they see you call them. They know you're at your website and they know you've got a little bit of proof behind you guys. I'm not actually going to create the form, but that's how you do it. And you just click create form there and make sure you link it at the bottom. Right now, tracking wise, we don't include a pixel because we're keeping everything on site. But I just want to show you the metrics that you need to follow and need to track when you're running your campaigns. So you're going to click these 3 bars here, and you're going to go to performance and clicks. So what performance and clicks brings up? It brings up these very important metrics such as CPM, which is the amount it costs you to show your ad to 1,000 people. The link clicks is how many people click on your ad and click on the form side of things, and clicks is just people clicking everywhere, but this is the one you need to worry about. So CPM, link clicks, and click-through rate is also very important. So this amount of people who kind of go through your form don't, it's a percentage of people who go through and convert. It'll give you a percentage. The reason why these are so important is these help you understand how the audience is reacting to your ads, right? So if the CPM is over £20, the audience aren't reacting to it very well. You kind of want to bring that down to below 15 and 10. And link clicks is how many people are clicking on your ad. So if you're not getting at least, if you're spending £15 a day or £20 a day and you're not getting at least 25 link clicks, you kind of want to change your creative and make it more appealing to the audience. Now, what I want to show you now is you don't have to use it, but we use it for all of our clients. It's called Go High Level. And what Go High Level is, it's a CRM which tracks all of your data from your ads and allows you to follow up with the leads and keep all the leads in one place on an online platform. And what this allows you to do, like I mentioned, is follow up with the leads. And it's fairly simple. So I'm just going to show you quickly of how you can create automations to do this for you. You're going to need to integrate your Facebook and Instagram on the back end with Go High Level, but that's also fairly simple. And if you'd like me to show you that, I can. Like I mentioned, you can create workflows which follow up with the leads as soon as they submit the form, and this kind of helps develop the quality of the lead and keeps them in the flow of what you guys are doing. Now, I'm not going to dive too deep into this because I don't think it's needed for everyone, but I just wanted to show you just in case you kind of want to develop your ads a little bit further, but I can go deeper into that in another video. Now, some people obviously won't want to do their ads themselves, and that's absolutely fine. So with our services, we offer lead gen through Facebook ads, right? So if you want to book a call with me and I can run all of your ads for you, we do all of the follow-ups, we use our system, including Go High Level. Click the link down below and you can book a call with us and we can discuss this project a little bit further. But like I mentioned, if you don't click the link, I'm not bothered. It's just a case for some people who don't want to do the dirty work. And that is exactly step 1 all the way to the end of how you run your own ads. Now, if you'd like me to show you guys a little bit more on once you're running the ads and how you track those metrics and a little bit more about Go High Level, drop a comment below and we can create a video explaining all of these different things on what you guys want.